This is the U.S. president who caused the most deaths without ever pulling a trigger. No war medals, no battlefield, no enemy flag surrendered. Just one signature, one decision. And the world was quietly rewritten. He didn't send troops, he sent shockwaves. Families crumbled under invisible weight. Not from bullets, but from bills. Not from bombs, but from balance sheets. A mother loses her home because her numbers on a screen changed. A father works double shifts just to stay behind. A child inherits debt before they know what money means. It wasn't called war, but it destroyed more futures than any missile. And the most terrifying part, he was praised for, celebrated for saving the economy. But in 1971, with one stroke of the pen, President Richard Nixon severed the dollar from gold. It was called the Nixon shock. For millions, the shock never ended.
You know, these days, around 62% of Americans invest in stocks. And if you look at the S&P 500, it's nearly doubled in the last 5 years. So you would think everybody's getting rich, right? Well, you would be dead wrong, okay? Wall Street has a little nickname for most Americans. They call them capital donors, because 75% of regular people actually lose money investing in stocks, and they just end up making rich people richer. Right now, the wealthiest 10% of Americans own nearly 90% of the entire stock market. So clearly, there's a massive difference between how regular people invest and how rich people invest. So today, we're showing you how rich people really invest in stocks, from the basics to the billionaire playbook.
The United States and China are in the big technology competitions. Who wins the technology war? Because the winner of the technology war is going to win all wars. The United States is very much a big picture. It definitely has this debt money economy problem. It definitely has the internal conflict power in which there's a fight between the left, the hard left, and the right, due to wealth and values gaps and people not believing that the system will work for them. And so democracy is at risk because they're not going to follow the rules. The leading one side in this great power conflict of the world between the United States and the one side, let's say, and China and the allies, their allies on the other side. I mean, in the news, you just saw the meetings of Xi, Putin, Modi, and that group over there walking down, and okay. So now it should be pretty clear how the sides are lining up, okay? It's always better to be in a place that's not in one of those wars. Like, stay out of wars. And of course, then we have technology. The United States and China are in the big technology competitions. The others are really not in the game. They don't have the money, this innovation and talent, in a sense, to play at that scale, and so on. So we have a great, technology war, which can be used to create great advances, but at the same time could be used for great conflicts. And so now the question is going to be, who wins the technology war? Because the winner of the technology war is going to win all wars.
The judge wears a black robe. Why does a judge wear a black robe? Well, the same reason Catholic priests wear black robes. Rabbis wear black robes. The judges wear black robes. You wear a black robe. For many years, young people graduating from university and college wear a black robe. What's this stuff with a black robe? It has to do with the planet Saturn. Saturn is the god that inhibits. He's the inhibitor and the law god, the god of law who inhibits, who holds back. He holds back everything and teaches you a lesson the hard way. Saturn. And women were told in the ancient world to listen to their god Saturn, who incidentally was called Lord of the Rings. Okay? And consequently, they're still making movies in Hollywood on Lord of the Rings, the planet Saturn. Women were told to listen to their god, the Lord of the Rings, so they were wearing an ear ring. Men were to get married before Saturn, their god, so they would wear a wedding ring. Consequently, the king would be crowned before Saturn. Saturn would be the round crown.